and yet they are being denied citizenship here in America, and they are at risk of being deported. My daughter is 3 years old, and I don't think anybody is understanding how dangerous it is in Venezuela right now.
If you are an illegal immigrant, you will be deported. Right. Makes sense because you're illegal. Legal immigrant. If you're an illegal immigrant, you will be deported. He's racist. He's dragging innocent people out of their home who've done nothing wrong in front of their children.
Hey everybody, a lot of people are asking me if they live in a red state or a blue state, should they still be voting for me? What about swing states? The answer is easy, no. No matter what state you live in, you should be voting for Donald Trump.
Stephen, AOC is you're her favorite target apparently on Instagram. Check this out.
He looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10", and he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taking that anger out at any other population possible. Like, laugh at them. Laugh at them.
Like, laugh at them. Laugh at them. I wish I had a hoodie on. I mean, are we trying to play sorority sister as elected official? I don't know. I was at a sorority over the weekend over in Texas. I felt like I was back at the sorority house, except they had more sense. Stephen, quick response.
Well, we knew that her brain didn't work. Now we know their eyes don't work. So I mean, she is a mess, right? What a train wreck. What a train wreck.
I think you should just get a hoodie.
It's great.
You should just wear a hoodie from now on and respond to her in a hoodie. It should be hoodie to hoodie. Stephen,
yes,
thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the important point is that every time she's on TV, Republican approval ratings go up, Democrat approval ratings go down. That lady is a walking nightmare.
You're about. I know you for 20 years. You're about 5'10", 11. About 5'10", yes. So 4'10". Yes. I don't know what she can say. All right, Stephen, thank you very much. And
I will only vote for the Democratic candidate in 2028 that removes Trump's presidential portraits and replaces them with photos of him and Epstein. So many photos of him and Epstein. More photos than me and my own grandparents.
Take the joke. I mean, it's funny. We gotta laugh. And frankly, there have been Democrat presidents that have had way more offensive things that are beneath the office.
Like what? Name one.
Monica?
If Biden would have hung up Trump's mugshot as a joke, you would be like curled up in a ball crying, saying nothing like this has ever happened.
I would have said I would expect that.
No, you would not be okay with that. You would say this is beneath the presidency. But the broader point is, why is Donald Trump still going after these petty grievances and all of these insane things?
I think they're just having fun. I think they're just having fun. Yeah. We got bigger problems. Why are we so upset?
I mean, I think maybe that's the point. We have bigger problems.
I'm just so sick of everything being a joke, whether it's Trump like tweeting directly at Pam Bondi saying something, or whether it's Trump saying he wants
right
ABC.
now we need more jokes than ever, my friend.
Well, that's why Jimmy Kimmel's
The president's words mean nothing right now. The president's words mean nothing. This is a man who sets deadlines, blows through those deadlines. This is a man who makes...
You're reaching way too far, bro. It's
I'm not reaching it far at all.
It's pretty funny.
The president's words mean nothing.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you.
Paying attention, but sorry, I wasn't ready to do it for announcement.
He said I wasn't
sure what number you wanted to go with.
In February, you made a public claim that the Epstein client list was, quote, sitting on my desk right now for review, end of quote. You then produced already public information and no client list at a major media event hosted at the White House. Attorney General Bondi, why did you publicly claim to have the Epstein client list waiting for your review and then produce nothing relevant to that claim?
Senator Durbin, if you listen to my entire clip on that, I said I had not reviewed it yet, that it was sitting on my desk along with the JFK files, the Martin Luther King files. And I said I had not yet reviewed it. And if you see our memo on Epstein, you will see, excuse me, our memo on Epstein clearly points out that there was no client list, our July 6th memo. You also didn't let me respond to the HIDTA question. The budget transfers $196 million for high-intensity drug trafficking areas to the Office of Justice Programs, OJP.
It's time we rise. Careful what you wish for.
Some haters out there have been taking it easy on you. I really wanted to make you look bad. I could. You hate.
I'm tired of all you liberal snowflake crap.
May you live a life with a legacy that is left behind.
Hey everybody, my name.
Immigration a problem in the UK?
No.
Why'd you say no?
Because it's fundamental to our existence.
Oh, why'd you say that?
Because we need it. We don't have enough people being born in this country, we need immigrants. It's simple.
Why does the UK fear immigration?
We're told to.
By who?
The elites that own us. So the capitalists and the billionaires that are in charge that really own us and own our parties, mostly the Tories, but now Labour as well, they tell us to fear it because they need someone to blame for our problems when really they're the ones causing our problems.
Last 10 years, there's 6.2 million people on the waiting list for NHS and 2 million children in poverty in the UK. That allegedly that is due to immigration. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think it's not due to immigration. Immigration is the reason our NHS works. The thing that causes that is governments deliberately underfunding and sort of underutilising the NHS for what it could really be. It's nothing to do with immigrants coming in. It's to do with it being badly managed and badly funded.
Look, from this point forward, if you ask me to come to your protest, I'm going to be armed. I would prefer that everybody else at the protest is armed as well. That'll reduce me from being an individual target to being part of a show of force. And I get it. It's like, hey, bro, we want this to be nonviolent. It will be. There is nothing inherently violent about carrying a rifle on your back. There is an implied threat of violence, which y'all need to get comfortable with that implied threat because that's the only thing that makes your protest effective. If you're going to show up between the hours of when the cops say you're allowed to be there and when the cops say you got to leave, that's not a protest. That's a goddamn state-approved get-together. In 2025, in this surveillance state under this administration with current historical context, if someone is asking you to protest unarmed, they either A, have no intention of creating any meaningful discomfort with the protest, or they have the intention and they're doing you a disservice because I know that any protest that actually has meaningful discomfort, that the governor is going to come put an end to that. That somebody is going to send in the cops, the state troopers, their own personal army. They're going to send in people with guns and sticks and they're going to come make you stop using your First Amendment right. That is, unless you have enough people there exercising their second where there's an implied amount of force that will make them think twice. But what if the cops point guns at us? Point them back. Here's what they're never going to tell you, conservative man. Liberals can't get shit done without you. You are the most important part to any protest anywhere in the country. That without a bunch of us willing to show up and say, no, bro, we're going to come occupy this plant and we're going to be here until we decide to leave. Unless y'all actually want to pop this off. Y'all remember the Bundy Ranch? I think it was back in 2013, 2014. Ultimately, there was a rancher, Clive Bundy. The federal government said that he owed them a bunch of money because his cows had been out grazing on land that the federal government had never tried to actually fence off, prevent animals from getting onto. But it was only like 200-300 Americans that went down to that ranch and lined up on the bridge and pointed guns back at the feds. And you know what happened? Nothing. The feds went home. Not because they couldn't have eliminated every single one of us sitting on that bridge. There's a recognition they could, but some of them are going to die. And I'm going to repeat it because I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is easy to find someone willing to kill for a paycheck. It is way more difficult to find someone willing to die for one. Again, not a single shot was fired. It was simply the implied threat of force that was enough to get the federal government to back off of their position. And that's going to be the case anywhere that you go. If you get 300 well-armed rednecks to go protect any protest, that protest is going to be allowed to exist as long as they want, so long as you have the supply lines to be able to keep those people supplied. That is the ultimate goal of any protest. If you're not, I'm going to be here until y'all hear me and until some shit gets done. You're at the place now where if you're having protests without the intention of something being done, what are we doing? You have fascism. You have people trying to dismantle democracy. You have a foreign policy of actual genocide. You have the militarization of the police in D.C. You have what is essentially a fascist takeover. If you ain't willing to come protest armed right now, you're not willing to try to do anything about this. This is the whole problem with demonizing all of the January 6ers. Look, I hate that y'all were misled by a fucking New York real estate billionaire pedophile. It hurts me to my soul knowing that y'all's energy was co-opted, that the only group of people actually willing to do the work, to put in the training, to be effective with their weapons, to be able to have the willingness to go stand where politicians are with their weapons, making them uncomfortable. I hate that y'all were misled by this meandering, insipid Cheeto. It fucking hurts me. But we need that energy. Y'all are the most vital part to us getting anything done in this motherfucker. That's what the liberal will never admit to you, anti-authority conservative man, that without you, all of their flowery ideals don't mean shit. Until you're willing to defend your rights with the second, you don't actually have any. At least the implied threat of force. Y'all won't even show up and pretend like you're willing to fight. Why would I ever take you seriously if you come out and actively admit, violence isn't really on the table for us, with people who have openly admitted we're going to do violence on you the moment that we get the word. They haven't reckoned their own individual place within capitalism and imperialism. They haven't looked back and saw that the way that the United States did to the Black Panthers or any other militant group that showed up saying that, no, we're going to change shit right now. We're going to create social change, whether or not legal change comes at all. That's going to be on us. We are going to protect our society. Fred Hampton stood in front of a courtroom and said, why do they fuck with the Panthers? Because the Panthers had the nerve to say that the moment that a cop steps from outside the bounds from legality into illegality will blow their motherfucking brains out. And what's the problem if they harassing the people? And what's the problem with that? And that's the question everybody needs to be asking themselves. The moment that a cop steps outside the bounds from legality into illegality, ICE, all of you fucking DC police, the moment that the cops step outside the bounds from legality to illegality, you should blow their motherfucking brains out. If they harassing the people. And what's the problem with that? Look, if you can't say this shit out loud, how can you expect people to act upon it? If you can't impress upon people the seriousness of the situation, how in the fuck could you ever expect them to protest with any meaningful fucking energy? Understanding the stakes that come along with their position. You set people up for failure. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be right there holding guns next to you. I'm going to be right there protecting everybody the same way that you are. And if you're not willing to protect the people, then fucking go home and let the people willing to do the work do the work. We'll make a protest that actually fucking matters, that actually changes something. And y'all can be grateful, y'all cannot. But I promise you, without us, without good old boys willing to come point them back at them, all of this shit's a show. Do not show up to any protest unarmed until you start getting what the fuck you want. 2025, 2026, I don't care. We can do this till 2030. Shit's about to start changing or shit's about to get real fucking uncomfortable. As always, bro, I appreciate y'all taking the time. Much love. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a good one.
And this is why your party sucks. Did you vote for her or did you send that one out?
No, I voted for her.
You voted for Kamala. Why? Just because it's not Trump?
Very rational.
No, hold on. What did you? I want to hold on. You voted. This is what drives me crazy about your side. You guys voted
for the lesser of two evils.
That is unbelievable. What policy were you going for? What do you think that she was going to do different? What can you possibly? I would rather have you sit that one out, Sam. Go ahead.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
She was not going to cut Social Security functioning. She's not going to cut the USDA. She's not going to cut the FDA. She's not going to lose us $500 billion worth of return on investment with the IRS. She's not going to cut the Bureau of Labor Statistics. She's not going to cut 300
investments.
Return on investment.
Theft.
Every dollar that you give to the IRS, we get 6 or 7 back. She's not going to cut the museum and library. Say that? Google it. Every dollar spent at the IRS gets 6 back in return. They're anticipating the cuts from Doge. The cuts from Doge are going to cost our government $500 billion.
According to who? Studies suggest.
All right, I undersold it a little bit.
According to who?
And Elon Musk, you think Elon Musk is a net positive or net negative for society for what he's doing? And pointing out what the hell these people have been screwing us for all these years, and he's pointing out. You guys are mad at the person pointing out who robbed from you than the actual robber. That's the truth, bro. Yeah, he's a billionaire. You think he's doing it because he needs the money?
What fraud has he found?
What do you mean? How much fraud has he found?
Yeah, where's the person who is going to be indicted for fraud?
Well, what about the waste?
What waste?
Because it's not. Stop it, Sam.
What waste? They just cut the
Sam.
They cut the agency that provides $295 million to museums and libraries. You appreciate libraries, don't you? I know how much reading is
Sam, you're
important to you
pinpointing the one good thing that they probably did.
Wait,
what about the waste of countries all around the world for LGBTQ agendas in Rwanda or something?
The money you're talking about.
Do you want money going to
a fraction of a percentage? And if we wanted to get rid of that money, there is a way of doing it, and that is to have Congress vote and reverse what they authorized in the first place.
Sam.
But to have a billionaire come in and decide, based upon what his personal preferences are, that he's going to cut government in this way, I'm sorry, that's not democracy. It's not even remotely close to it.
He doesn't have...
What was the open border for? Why was the border open for 4 years? Answer me that question.
First of all, the border was not open.
Give me are you kidding me? Look at the... What do you mean the border wasn't open? Are you... Hold on. Did you smoke before you came in here? That's ridiculous.
By the way, Vinny, here's the part.
You're full of it, bro.
Here's the part. Sam, here's the part. When I hear this, okay.
Anybody can look at that video. The things you were saying yesterday was a complete sack of lies or just misinformation.
Be honest with me.
Immigration year over year.
Sam,
illegal immigration year over year.
The fact that you're saying the border wasn't wide open. How many deaths have happened? How many fentanyl deaths have happened per year while your freaking president Joe Biden was in office? How many Americans died just from fentanyl? And you're saying the border wasn't wide open? We've had the most illegal entry in 4 years in the history of the country. This is why, let me finish. And this is why your party sucks. This is why your party is at 29% approval, because you got 20.